All right, race fans, we are here once again on MaxSpeedTV with the DSRL Saturday Series presented by Southern Indiana Lawn Care. As always, in the booth is myself, Charles, and Rudy. So, as always, Rudy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to get this show under the road. This is the 410s here tonight at USA, and this is going to be phenomenal racing. This is a track that these guys, we waited all day for them to get it figured out, but they got it finally figured out. And this is the track that I think at the beginning of the season, a lot of people were really unsure about this track. We had some ifs and ands and buts and ors about it, but now everybody's really liking it. So I think we're looking for a great race here tonight.
Yeah, definitely a smaller field than we had. We've got about 12 or so people here tonight compared to the 36 drivers last night. So definitely a smaller field, but still a lot of powerful names like Davis, Chapman, Olson, even Walker, Glazer, Rounds, Wallenfels, all these guys, and Batista. So the ones that are here are just heavy hitters, powerful drivers. And I look to see some great racing out of all these guys tonight.
Well, they're having a little difficulty locating Roger right at the moment, so we might be a little bit behind here to getting started. But folks, stay with us. We'll be there in just a minute. Kyle, guys, Kyle racing tonight. Kyle Trevathan.
I'm
Obviously,
not
he's
sure.
not. No, I don't see him in TeamSpeak. So, wow, Kyle, you're not racing? Oh man, maybe he doesn't have the 410s. Sure.
He should if he has the 360, so maybe he can answer that for us in chat if he's racing today. Although it's always nice to have him in chat, but I'd like to see him out on the racetrack as well.
Well, looks like they may be heading out here.
Yeah, we got Justin Chapman, Bentley Glazer, and Brian Irby getting their cars rolling here. And they're pulling them to a stop now as Bentley Glazer is going backwards. That's not how you go on the track there, but I'm sure he knows that. He's just getting off the track.
You do have trading paints running?
Yes.
Yeah. Just checking, buddy.
Yeah. I do forget sometimes.
I didn't. That's why I was...
And Kyle said in chat he is not racing tonight. He'll be here tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
And for the ones that do come out here every night, every Thursday, Friday, and Sunday for this series, and the Sunday, the American Dirt Late Model Series, starting this week, all the Saturday races will be broadcast as well. So that is a new addition we just picked up yesterday evening.
Looks like we do have some guys rolling out here. Ross Phillips taken to the track.
Yeah, Brian Irby's coming out. Yeah, we kind of need Roger here if they're having a problem finding him, but he's the one with the software that we use. So definitely need Race Control Raj to be here for Race Control.
Well, I just messaged him, but I don't know. It's weird that he's not here. Well, anyhow, we'll get it underway here. Yeah, Ross Phillips, Brian Irby, Justin Chapman, and Bentley Glazer out for the first round of qualifying. Now, they'll do 4 laps here, qualifying, for the order in which they will run the heat races. So be ready here, folks. Looks like they did get the green flag, and they're off and going.
Yeah, we sit here, we got our pretty much use it all the time, our driver bar here, Justin Chapman. We're riding along with him, just got his photos sent in, so yeah, to all those drivers out there, get those photos in if you want, and we will get them put into the overlay for you.
All right, Bentley Glazer goes to the top of the leaderboard. Oh, Ross Phillips just backed that up with an 18.829. And Justin Chapman beat that with a 6:36. And Bentley Glazer back with a 5:48. So they're out here trying to pick up the fastest time right now that they can while the track is fresh and green. Once that track gets packed in and it starts getting dried out, it's going to be a whole different story.
And Justin Chapman passes him back again with an 18.439. So
yeah,
Chapman
awesome.
and Glazer are just trading the top spot back and forth right now. I haven't said it, Brian Irby's 18.794 in fourth place right now. So we'll see if he can stay in that top four. That's not a bad time. A little bit off the leaders, but we'll see how that stacks up as these other guys do come out. It looks like they're shutting them down.
Yeah, that is quite a bit, actually. That's almost a half a second. That's 4/10 of a second. That's not going to hold up. He's going to have to either pick up a better time for when they get into their heat race or something. But that, yeah, I mean, it's an acceptable time. Don't get me wrong, but that's not going to be a good time to put him on the leaderboard. So, but anyhow, we're waiting for the next four to go out, and still have not heard from Raj. This is strange. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, definitely. I hope everything's okay as well. As typically we would see him in the race lobby already, which he is not.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really strange.
And we have about, I'd say 18, 16 drivers in here so far. So more people are still coming in during hot laps here tonight.
Yep. Hey, Johnny. Nick Cup Series or Nike? Is that Nike Cup Series? I guess it is. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here. I don't recognize that Nike Cup Series. If you wouldn't mind, hit the subscribe button. We do broadcast 7 nights a week here at MaxSpeedTV. We even have some nights where we got 2 broadcasts going on simultaneously, don't we?
Yeah, we'll have 2 tonight. They're not simultaneously. They might be. With this car count, I don't think you'll be starting before we're done. But yeah, we do have some nights where there's 2, sometimes right at the same time, like Sunday. So yeah, check it out. We got dirt, asphalt, and who knows, we might get some rally when it comes out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, looks like next up we got Craig Levan, Jeff Peterson, Cody Olson, and Zach Rounds entering the track.
Yeah, Zach Rounds with that new paint job. Last time we talked to him, he got tired of running green. He said too many people were running around with green and black paint jobs, so he is red, yellow, and black now.
There you go. Change up them colors a little bit.
Yeah, along that, I believe Cody Olson has a new paint job too, so we'll get to him. He's there he goes. Now he's coming back onto the track. So that is a brand new paint job for him that he debuted last night.
Yeah, we'll be up later on here about 10 minutes to 11, 10:50 p.m. Eastern tonight for the IWCR Gen 6 Series at Las Vegas tonight. So that'll be pretty good. But we'll be back up here live with that on MaxSpeedTV. But we should be done with this before then because small field here tonight. All right, They're under green. 4 laps.
Stephen Hall is in the pits, but he is not on track, so we won't pay attention to him. He's just not out of his car like he is supposed to be. Zach Rounds running so far 16.837. That is not going to be a fast lap for him as he's still now getting his actual timed lap as he crosses the line here in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, that wasn't his time. That was
third place though, 18.430. So that will be a fast time right there.
Very good, very good.
Cody Olson to fourth with a 18.4. 4.62.
And the longer these guys go, the more they're chewing this track up, drying it out, and making it a little more slick, and the times will start falling off by the time they get to the end of them. But there isn't really a whole bunch of the guys out here tonight. I don't know, for some reason, Friday nights we just can't seem to get the turnout.
Oh, right as you said that,
Zach
too.
Rounds just,
Yeah.
wow, Zach Rounds went right to the top of the leaderboard. Look at that. With a 349.
That is a
Cody
fast
Olson
man.
Cody Olson just went into second with a 390.
And Craig Levan still back in 8th place with a 18.796. So there's two running 18.7s kind of in the back there. Again, those are respectable times, but with this strength of field, they're definitely going to have to put on a really good show during their heat race.
Did you see that? Cody Olson just broke the 2 barrier there with a 285. How the heck did he do that?
And he might be out of that little slump he's had lately. He's had about a month of bad runs, bad luck. But he may have Lady Luck back on his side for tonight's race.
Yeah, we talked to him beforehand here, and he was saying, man, he just really wanted to get out of that slump. And yeah, we're wishing him the best out there to see if he can't do it. But let me get him down here real quick and talk to him while they're getting the next one prepared.
76.
Cody Olson.
20. 35.
Oh, wait a minute. You were busy. Sorry. Golly. I didn't realize he would be up there doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he may be busy with Roger not being here. So, Roger Wagner is in the sim now.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
And Nike Cup Series, I was wanting to know when the Nork truck race is. Isn't that Tuesday night?
Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday nights. Yep. And we'll be going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You can see it in our upcoming streams right here on YouTube. You can see it listed there. I believe I have it. I might not even have it put up there yet. I don't remember. I'll be putting it up tomorrow.
I think I saw it the other day if it wasn't. Of course, there's a lot of Nork races up there. So, coming out on the track, Michael Sheridan, Nate Davis, Derek Walker, and Johnny Bell.
Well, there's another one. We were talking to Derek Walker before, and he was saying that he's been kind of in a slump here lately. And I told him, I said, it's not that you're in a slump. It's just that the competition level has risen so high. There's a lot of drivers that's gotten up to his level. And he's having a difficult time right now. Before those guys come in here, guys like Justin Chapman, Bentley Glazer, just to name a few. Okay, Michael Sheridan. These guys have been they've upped the level of racing, and boy, it's kind of put them into his wheelhouse. Here we go to Green.
Yeah, and I did a little fast lap contest earlier as they get their first laps in that really won't count for them. He won $5 today by running a fast time on the track, so the fastest out of an hour session.
Nice.
So he might have a little confidence boost. That was with a 410.
Yeah, cool. Well, Michael Sheridan just went in 9th. These guys are just getting up to speed here. The first lap usually is they're kind of like almost like an out lap because they gotta really get it cranked up. Derek Walker just come in with an 18.976, and Nate Davis just jumped to 5th with a 4.55.
Wow. And Michael Sheridan the 6th with an 18.529.
Yep. Derek just, man, what's going on? There he goes to 2nd with a 3.26.
Only .041 off of Cody's time, so you never know, he might beat that time right here as he's up on the high side, putting all the momentum coming to the front stretch right here. And
Not quite enough, no.
a little bit slower that time. But Johnny Bell's still back in 11th with a 18.781. So we'll see if he can pick it up here, as it looks like he's shutting it down, so he is out of laps. Oh,
Yep.
Derek Walker took the pole.
There it is with a 2.16.
Wow, only .069 over Cody Olsen, so that should be a great battle come race time.
Well, let me get him down here and talk to him real quick. Derek Walker, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, you did it, brother. We were getting a little concerned there for you were going to be able to get up there to that top spot, but turned out a 2:16. How'd that lap feel?
You know, I wasn't sure if I had another lap left. I actually had to key up to the admin and say, "Do I have another lap?" He said, "Yeah." So I just gave it all I had and got lucky.
Wow, man. Well, that was I mean, it had to have been just like a perfect lap right there because, the way it felt. That high line seemed to be the line that you might want to use for that or not.
Coming to your warm-up lap coming to the green flag, then yeah, absolutely, you want to stay high. But then when you are actually on your fast lap, you want to try to keep it as low as possible.
Well, I know we were talking earlier, Derek, it's not, for a lack of a better way of putting it, it's not that you're in a slump. It's just that the wins haven't been coming to you. We were talking about the competition level has risen like up to the Derek Walker level, and this has kind of made it a little bit more difficult for you to try to get wins. So
yeah, the SRL has by far the best drivers in dirt on iRacing right now. I've been in other leagues and they're nowhere near the level of competition in this, and it just keeps getting better and better every week, which to me just makes it more fun. I love having the competition, and racing with drivers just makes me a better driver. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this league does in the future.
I think it's, in reverse of that, what you just said. I think a lot of these guys have, the guys that, the core group that were in here from the beginning, as you were, those guys have learned from you. They've taken, playbooks or play pages right out of your playbook and used them, and they've gotten better. So, you in return have put stuff back into the league and made it better. So, and then of course the newcomers come along, and that kind of changes thing up a little bit. But man, they owe a lot to you, and like you said, you're learning from them and they're learning from you. So it's a kind of a two-way street on that one.
Absolutely, I've learned as much from them as they've learned from me. I guarantee it. Just because sometimes you don't know everything about every track, and you can learn from different drivers on different aspects of each turn of each track, each straightaway. Everything's different. So it's a great community we have here.
Well, what's the game plan tonight to try to pull out a win to beat some of these guys? Because, man, Derek, or not only you, but Cody Olsen, Nate Davis, Zach Rounds, John Batista, those guys are right up there close to your time.
Go fast, turn left, Rudy. That's the only game plan tonight. We're just going to hold that pedal down and dig as hard as we can.
All right, Derek. Well, I'm going to let you go here because it looks like heat races are going to be beginning. So good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that being said, they went quick. John Batista went to 5th, Roger Wagner 6th, and I believe everybody else kind of fell in. Stephen Hall, not sure what happened to him exactly, running a 21.172. So that is significantly off the pace there.
Yeah, that's like almost 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds off the pace. Wow.
So
that's a lot.
Something may have happened there that he did not get to complete an actual lap. Or either probably could have hit the wall. Something happened, but either way, not the time he probably wanted.
All right, well, we're waiting for them to get things ironed out here for the first round. I thought I had the points pulled up here. I did have them. What the heck? What did I do with them? Let me run down through them real quick here. Let me get to them. I would have swore I had those pulled up here. All right, so coming into tonight, John Batista has a 25-point lead over Sean Wallenfels. Sean picked up 4 positions last week and is now up in 2nd place. Zach Round still remains in 3rd. He is 27 points behind the leader. Roger Wagner picked up 4 positions last week as well. He goes into 4th, but he is 31 points behind. Nathan Davis, 5th in points, is 33 points behind. Cody Olsen, 6th. Ricky Sanders, which I do not see him here tonight, he is tied with Cody Olson for 6th place. Sean Renard in 8th place, which I do not see Sean here tonight. Derek Walker 9th, and Bentley Glazer. That's your top 10 in points coming into tonight, folks.
That's and they're all pretty close in points too. So it's not showing up is definitely not a way to keep your point high in the points, but it's a tight battle for the ones that are here.
Kyle, what you LOL on about? What's he LOL on about?
There's no telling with Kyle. He likes to laugh a lot. Usually at my expense, I'm sure, but yeah, we have a good time in chat goofing off. Not sure how long we have, but I guess we could get down. We were going to talk to either Zach or Justin Chapman about their VR, see how that plays into their iRacing.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Where is...
Well, that being said, it looks like they're rolling out on the track now, so...
Who is it, Justin Chapman?
Yeah.
Well, let's real quick here while because they got to get lined up yet. Justin Chapman, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Justin, we're understanding that you're running VR, right?
Yep, I got the Oculus Rift.
Okay, how much difference does that make? I know the immersion level is probably really up there a lot more, but how much difference has your racing become using VR versus not using VR?
I would say, geez, I don't know. I went from a 32-inch TV, just one panel, to the VR, and it's in 3D as well. So I would highly recommend, especially on dirt, to get a VR headset.
But I mean, how much better has your racing gotten?
I got it about a week before dirt came out, but even on the road courses, my racing has improved. I probably picked up half a second to a second on road courses.
Oh wow! Well, it is pretty cool. That's what we were talking about beforehand. That road courses I could see really being an added plus as these guys go green here. Oh my God! Roger just put it into the wall. But I could see where road courses, because you could see what's going on in the turns and stuff a lot better. You know, you can kind of look ahead. But the immersion level is it's got to be a whole immensely better. How much of a transition was it going from being on a flat screen to that VR?
I mean, I got dizzy the first few times I had it. I tried it on my flight simulator as well, and yeah, really dizzy and had to take it off for a bit. But once you get used to it, it's second to none. It's amazing.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, well, Justin, good luck out there tonight, man, and we'll see if we can get it up on the pole or up on the podium tonight.
I hope so. I'm 7th right now, so hopefully I stay there and can get into the A-main right away.
All right, good luck.
Thanks.
Very cool.
I'm assuming this is Heat Race 1. I never saw them line up.
Yeah, I don't know. That is kind of odd, ain't it?
Yeah, they never lined up here, so not sure what is going on or what we're doing right now. But yeah,
I don't think it's a race because they're way too spread out around the track here. I don't.
Yeah, they're pulling it over now. I don't know exactly what they were doing. Sorry.
Well, I think this was yeah, I don't know.
It should have been Heat Race number 1. So I want to apologize for the confusion, but I have no clue what's going on here tonight. The 4 cars came out. They spread out and took off. Hot laps should be over with, so not
let me go
sure.
up and find out.
Yeah, Kyle, that's kind of what I'm thinking. They might be packing the track in. Maybe they're giving them an extra few laps to go out there and pack the track in since there's only 17 guys here tonight. So that could be a very good indicator of what they might be doing.
Okay, the admins had made a mistake on that and cut that group 1 lap short.
Oh, okay.
So they had them redo it, but they're getting set up right now for heat race number 1.
Alrighty, that makes more sense then. We were wondering, Kyle mentioned it, they might have been just packing the track in some more, but
No. Cody took responsibility for that. He said that was my bad. He said I'm firing myself after the race.
it does happen. Yeah, little mistakes like that happen every once in a while. So. And so they should be coming out very shortly then. Yeah, it's like we were talking about for the VR. It really is interesting, just all the advancements that have come to iRacing. You got VR, all the broadcasting, the overlays. I mean, every day it seems like something new comes to iRacing. Just in a matter of about a week or so, we'll have modifies and a new dirt track to play around with.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. What was the name of the track? I forget.
Lanier. So it's a track we already have, but we get to cover it in dirt now.
Yeah, and we were talking about that here a few days ago, but kind of makes it sort of a fantasy track because there really is no such thing as a USA dirt track. Although, like you said, it used to be. It was before it turned black. Now the track is no longer there. It's been bulldozed in. But anyhow, in real life. But anyhow, going back to the fantasy tracks, there's a lot of the tracks that they could actually take, some of these really small, short tracks, and make them into dirt. All they'd have to do is put a dirt layer over them, and, they got a dirt track, that would be really cool. And it shouldn't be that difficult to do, I wouldn't think.
Nah, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's a lot of tracks, even in real life, that have done that. Of course, real life, you got to tear it up and get rid of all the concrete, but or asphalt. But yeah, it shouldn't be that hard for a virtual. Just lay down a layer of dirt, clay, and do that because they already know how the texture works, so they don't need to scan it. It's just a matter of implementing it into the sim. So I really wouldn't be surprised if they do that with some other tracks as we go through, the next coming months to a year.
Well, I think Lanier is going to be a great addition to it. It's a tiny track. I think it'd be cool if they did that to Bristol, but the thing about Bristol is it's just got too much high banking. You need more flatter tracks. Martinsville might be one you could use. I don't really know. It's a small track. If you put dirt on that, it would be probably pretty close to USA, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it probably would be. I mean, I know. Like Lanier, 3/8 mile.
Bigger, but
3/8 mile. That's going to be a blast. Looks like we have guys coming up.
Here's one about the Concord track.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
Yeah, that's a mini Pocono. So you got 3 different turns in that track. That would be that would throw a clinker in it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Go from Little Tiny to Knoxville.
All right, looks like they're lining up. Looks like it's going to be Derek Walker and Nate Davis on the front row, Justin Chapman, Sean Wallenfels, and Jeff Peterson in the first heat race.
Looks like we're going to have about probably 3 heat races here tonight.
Yep. And we got 17 drivers. Not sure if they're maybe going to add one extra in a couple of these or something, but looks like we're getting about ready to go green. Field is tightening up.
You got
New Hampshire. Yeah, Joe said New Hampshire. That would be another good one. Yes. I try to run down through the list in my head and I can't remember them all. All right, here we go. There's the green. Derek Walker right on the gas.
You got a good start, but Nate Davis isn't going to give up without a fight. Neither is Justin Chapman, as both of them are going to battle hard. Because with this few cars, the top two should go to the Trophy Dash. Everybody else is going to go to the B main, so no C main here tonight. So it is good. Everyone should make the feature race, but you still want to be locked into that first group of drivers.
Oh yeah, Justin Chapman goes into third. And remember, Justin's in that VR, man. That's got to be the immersion level on that is insane.
Yes, he's going to
And he
dive
takes
it
it
in.
to the bottom. Oh, wow, look at that. And clears Nate Davis easily.
And Nate Davis is going to try to put a
Oh.
slide jump back on him, though.
Oh, man, how do they keep it off of each other? That's, man, I would have been hard into him right there. That's definite major throttle control right there. Fells in fourth.
These guys are definitely skilled. VR or not, they have a skill level that is second to none out here tonight.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, what you heard what Derek Walker said that, you know, this is one of the best leagues that he runs in right here. He said the competition level here is just off the chain. So, you know, that tells a lot about DSRL. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, way back in the back is Jeff Peterson. He is way off pace tonight. I haven't seen him up front a whole lot, but he's usually not this far off pace either, so I'm not sure what's going on with that machine, but he is definitely off pace as Derek Walker is about a half a track ahead of him.
Yeah, and he's pulling away. He is pulling away from second place, Justin Chapman, and that's really kind of surprising. I mean, I know Derek's very good, but in these 410s, Justin has actually been very good. Now, here's another thing to throw into that is you were talking about Jeff Peterson there a little bit. Jeff come from the 360s to the 410s. That's a world of difference. The horsepower difference in between them two cars is atrocious. These things are so powerful out there on the track, and that could have a little something to do with maybe his handling.
Yeah, definitely. And these cars, the way that's so much more horsepower that the way you handle them is totally different.
Yes,
But the
exactly. It does.
Yeah, the 360s are more of you don't want to say toy, but you can kind of just slightly throw them into the corner. Whereas with these 410s, you'll watch them, they just have to shove it into that corner in order to get it going around there because of all that horsepower. And they lean a lot more too, so that VR probably definitely helping with that, knowing where your corners are.
All right, well, the top two will move on to the Trophy Dash here, folks. And the rest of them will go to the B main. I don't think we're going to see a C main here tonight. But they will go to the B main. Yeah, well, probably only going to have about 7 drivers in the B main.
Yeah, there won't be too many.
Yeah.
So we'll take top 2.
Or 6. No, we're only probably going to have about maybe 6. Looks like that does it. So, all right. So, Derek Walker will move on to the Trophy Dash, and so will Justin Chapman. So, from there back, Nate Davis, Sean Wallenfels, and Jeff Peterson will go on to the B main. So, congratulations to Derek Walker on winning, and Justin Chapman. Both of them going on to the Trophy Dash.
And small field, it's not as big of an accomplishment as a field of 36 as we had last night, but still, that is nevertheless a great accomplishment, knowing that you don't have to race anymore tonight until the Trophy Dash. So you kind of get to sit back, grab you something to eat, get you a drink, and watch the rest of these guys race and kind of scout out who your competition's going to be.
Okay, now if we only have 3 heat races, that's only going to move 6 drivers into the Trophy Dash.
Yeah, so everybody else would be in the B main.
So it'd be 11 drivers in the B main then.
I'm not sure.
But everybody, the good thing is everybody's going to move on to the A main because there's not a big enough field.
Yeah.
It's just this is just going to be for where they're going to line up in the main A main. Excuse me, the feature race. That's what I wanted to say.
So coming out on the track is going to be Cody Olson, Zach Rounds, Michael Sheridan, Ross Phillips, and Craig Levan.
Ross having a little blinking issue there, but hopefully he's got that sorted out. I think he had some blinking problems last night too, a little bit. There was a couple of drivers in there that had blinking problems last night.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 that I can remember. Of course, we had 2 people last night that dropped internet, or was that another race? Might have been last week. We had 2 people drop internet.
That was last night.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
Jared Schwartz, and I can't remember who the other one was.
It wasn't Levan. I'm not sure. I know the big one was Jared Schwartz, who lost it after making the A main. So
yeah,
the
A main was one driver short.
Yeah, that was definitely a blow to his racing right there as the point standings.
All right, here we go, folks. Green, green, green. Cody Olson got a pretty good start right there. Zach Rounds was a little squirrely there on that restart, but he's going to hang on to second for right now.
And Michael Sheridan got a little out of shape, it looked like, coming out of 2, but he is back in the little groove he needs to be, and he's running in 3rd right now. And Zach Rounds going to try everything he can to get by Cody Olson, but Cody Olson is flying right now. I'm thinking that new paint job may have helped him out a little bit. Get a fresh paint job, a fresh start, and get rid of that bad luck that's been following him. I don't know where to go anymore because Carlos isn't there.
Well, looks like Cody's going to hold on to that top spot. Like maybe him and Zach Rounds might move on.
Yeah, that is how it was going to look so far. Is Craig Levan is no longer on the track.
Oh, I'm thinking he was having some problems there. I thought he just wasn't feeling it tonight here in the 410s. You gotta, if the track just doesn't feel good to you, there's no sense in even, being competitive. If you can't be competitive, I would probably do the same thing he did. If you can't even keep up to these guys, this is just a heat race.
Yeah, it's
he can move on to the B main.
And it kind of, you don't want to see it hurt your ego, but it doesn't help you any if you can't keep up with them. And I'm not saying he's a bad driver. He's a good driver. He races clean. It's just, it's never fun to be out on a racetrack and not be able to catch the person in front of you. Because, that's the whole point of racing, is to be faster than the guy that's in front of you.
Right. Well, looks like Cody Olson's got this one in the bag. And Zach Rounds, I don't know, man. Zach Rounds he's got to pick it up a ton here if he's going to be competitive in that A main when he gets to it.
Yeah, he's currently still 6 passes. Hadn't picked up any time overall out of all the drivers, and Cody Olson is pulling away from him at the moment.
Yeah, and Cody finally run into that. He got to turn his fastest lap was a 285. Which is just knocking on the door of Derek Walker's time. So, and again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, is the longer these guys do run on this track, the more it gets dried out and starts getting slick, starts getting like driving on ice out there after a while. So,
Yeah, it gets so slick in these things, and you can watch their hands. You can just watch them jerking the wheel back and forth, and you see the movement that it takes to drive one of these things.
Yes, sir.
Not sure Michael Sheridan may catch Zach Rounds. He's reeling him in the corners. Just not sure if he has enough to catch him in the straightaways.
Nope. Nope. That's it. That's it. So moving on will be Cody Olson and Zach Rounds going on to the Trophy Dash. Behind them, Michael Sheridan and the rest of the gang will be moving on to the B main. So congrats goes to Cody Olson and Zach Rounds for moving to the Trophy Dash.
I'm not sure. I said we'd have 3 heats. We may have 4 heats here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do this. I guess we'll find out. Well, if they did the 4th one, there'd only be 2 drivers in it. But I don't know, maybe unless somebody drop out. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find out if somebody. Craig Levan has left, and so did Stephen Hall. So there's 2 drivers that are gone. So we may be down to 15 drivers. It'll be 3 heats.
Yeah, so yeah, that would be exactly 5 apiece.
Yep. Yeah, that's a shame. Craig Levan, man, he's always been so competitive with these guys. But you know, it's different in these 410s than it is in the 360s.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Okay, so it should be one more heat race then coming up. That's going to be Roger Wagner, Bentley Glazer, Danny Waller, and Brian Irby, and Johnny Bell. Yep, 5 of them going out.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a short night tonight.
Batista. So. And John Batista? How did we wind up with 6 in this one? I don't know, somebody must have missed one or something. Okay, so Batista is going to be leading them out. Looks like him and Roger Wagner will be on the front row. Now, Roger's going to have his work cut out for him. I know Roger's a good racer, and I'm going to say this just to eke him a little. He's been having some problems lately. I know, I'm kidding. I said that last night in there, and boy, I heard about it today.
Yeah, he's another one that his paint job ain't real new, but he keeps changing that, trying to possibly change that luck a little bit.
All right, 6 of them going out in this round. Brian Irby's been really well. He's doing really well. Bentley Glazer, Danny Waller. Last night he did mediocre. That's not the Danny Waller that we're used to seeing. But a lot of guys don't like Eldora. I don't know why. I thought that was really a popular track, but some of the guys are really struggling with that right now.
Yeah, we were talking earlier today as we're going green. A lot of these guys love this track.
Yeah, and that's why we were kind of disappointed when the track wasn't even on the schedule today. We couldn't even get to it. But here was a bug in iRacing. They got it figured out, fixed, and thank God that they got that fixed, man, because these guys were chomping at the bit to run here tonight.
Yeah, they were. Danny Waller, I think, just hit that outside wall. Not real bad. He recovered from it, but he looked like he tapped it. He may not have, but he got really close to it regardless.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame only 15 drivers tonight, but it is Friday night, and, you know, a lot of guys, they might be off doing something else or family things or whatever, but, you know, it's kind of a shame that we don't get the turnout, but it is a whole different animal driving these things in the 360s. I think the guys really got a handle on the 360s well, and some of the guys got a handle on the 410s, some don't. Batista pulling away from Roger Wagner. Wow, he's got about probably an 8 or 9 car lead over Roger Wagner right now.
Yeah, he is just pulling away.
And if he ain't careful, Bentley Glazer's all over Roger now. He's closing that gap up on Roger. Roger's in that. He's in the trophy dash if he can hold Bentley Glazer at bay.
And he is. Bentley's in a hurry. He's got a mission to prove. They don't have very many laps in these heat races, so he's got to do everything he can. And I'm sure he don't want Roger to wreck. They all love each other, and they're all little teammates. They like each other. But I'm sure he'd love to see him make a mistake.
Oh, yeah. And we have seen Roger do that a good many times, but I don't think tonight's going to be one of them nights. Roger, I think what I said last night, that kind of put the old cattle prod right in Roger right there. We're going to see him do much better tonight.
Yeah, this is really
I was just joking. Yeah, I was just joking with him, but yeah, this is the core group. These guys are, they race together every week, 3 nights. Some of them race 4 nights together a week, and man, I'll tell you what, they know how each other races. Yeah. But it's good to see Batista up front.
And we can't release too much. We don't know everything anyway, but we won't let any cats out of bags because it's not our decision to release. But I would imagine that in the near future, you will see us broadcasting some Dirt Slingers modified series if these guys have anything to say about it.
That would be really cool. Well, Johnny Bell trying to keep Brian Irby back there. I mean, they're all going to make it into the feature race. You know, this is just racing for position in that feature race.
Yeah, he's right on his back bumper, just can't seem to get by him. He might do it here as Johnny Bell got a little out of shape, but Brian Irby wasn't able to capitalize on it and get by him.
All right, Trophy Dash coming up next, folks. There'll be 6 drivers in that Trophy Dash. The top 2 in each heat race. We'll move on to that Trophy Dash. That'll be coming right up after this race is over, this heat race. Roger taps a wall there, but so did Bentley Glazer, so the no gain by Bentley. Bentley takes it clear down deep into the bottom, looking for some grip. Can't find any down there. It's starting to get slick, and that'll do it right there. So John Batista, Roger Wagner moving on to the Trophy Dash. The rest will go to the B main. All right, Trophy Dash coming up here in just a minute, folks, as soon as they get the lineup ready.
That should be a good little race. We have 6 cars, but still, it's going to be a really good race.
Yes, sir. Some guys barely holding off other drivers to make it in, and yeah, it's going to be pretty insane.
I'm not sure exactly. Wow. I think they're just having a little fun after the race there. It's Bentley Glazer trying to drive up the wall, and Batista's doing backflips on the track. But yeah, Trophy Dash will be coming very shortly. In a short night here tonight with only 15, but I would expect still to see great racing. So again, Rudy has already reminded everyone, but if you are new here tonight, make sure if you like what we you got going on here, give us a sub so we know that you like it. And also, if you like this particular race, make sure to give us a thumbs up. See if we can get those likes to as many as possible. So that's how we know that you like what we have broadcasting here. So it's kind of what keeps us going, is knowing that all the fans out there of the series and the broadcast like coming here every night to watch it.
All right, let me go up and find out what's going on and when they're going to be starting out here. I think it probably should be getting the Trophy Dash off here just a second.
Yeah.
All right, so heading out on the track will be Derek Walker, Cody Olson, John Batista, Justin Chapman, Zach Rounds, and I think Roger Wagner's supposed to be in this too. He just hasn't entered the track yet. They did a random pill draw. The number was 2. They will be inverting the front 2. So they're just going to switch places.
Nice.
Up here in the front. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So Derek Walker will be starting on the outside of the front row, and I think Cody Olson is the other one. I'm not sure. They're getting caught up here. No, John Batista. I don't know. I didn't get the actual lineup. I came in, they were almost done with it.
Yeah,
there's
so
Roger.
right as you popped up there, they were starting to roll out.
Yep. So yeah, they're only swapping up. They do that random pill draw to see how many drivers they're going to invert for this. So that does kind of, and this sets the field for the front 6 to start the A main right here, folks. How they finish here will be in the order of the A main for the front 6. The rest of them will come out of the B main. That'll be coming up right after this with all the other drivers. That's going to be about 11 drivers out there on the track, 10 or 11, and that'll be interesting. Here we go, green, green, green.
Cody Olson, man, a great start for him.
Yes, it was.
And John Batista got into the inside wall.
Oh, wow, somebody was all out of shape there.
Looked like 57, Justin Chapman got a little out of shape and he got bumped by somebody. I'm sure it might have been Roger. I can't say for sure, but he definitely took a couple of hits there, but it didn't hurt his car. He's going to keep it going. Oh, Roger Wagner into the wall.
Roger into the wall, yes. And Chapman's going to take advantage of that. He passes up Roger, and he will go into 4th.
They might. John Batista looks like he might be going to put some moves on Derek Walker here to see if he can get by, but he just brushes the wall there. And now it looks like Chapman's going to get by Batista.
Yeah, he's putting the moves on him. He's got a good run on that inside. He may have him right here going into the turn. Oh, no. Boy, John Batista comes right back on that outside. That outside line is, I think is where you want to be. Yeah, Roger Wagner drives it in there hard.
Yeah, John Batista definitely has the momentum up on that high side. At least he did. Now he's got Derek Walker up there with him, so if Derek Walker doesn't have the momentum he has, that may slow him up and let Chapman by, but Batista's also may get by Walker here.
Yeah, he's putting the... Oh, a little tap right there.
They were dead even at the line, too.
And look at that. Batista going to drive around Derek Walker and takes up 2nd place. Derek says, that's mine, buddy. And he's coming right back.
This slide job after slide job, and these guys make it look easy. Trust me, it is not.
Nope.
This Chapman's going to try to make it 3 wide.
Oh. And while these guys are racing, Cody Olson's getting away, and that'll put him on the top spot for the A main. Now it's just going to be a matter of where these guys are going to finish back here. Batista gets back around Derek Walker. Walker passing Batista back up. Slide job up in front of Batista.
Now these guys, like I said, they race so clean, right side by side, because if one of them was to make a mistake, it would probably take all 3 of them out of the race right now. So these guys have got to be on their A game, which they are right now. Oh yeah,
these guys, we don't see these guys make too many mistakes. These guys are, they've raced around each other long enough. They know just what to expect out of the driver coming up behind them. And these guys do an absolutely amazing job racing around each other. Chapman to the bottom. He gets a run on Derek Walker. And he may have him. Wow, look at that. What a move. Walker into the wall.
Yeah, and that wasn't a hard hit. It was more of just a little love tap, but it was enough to let Chapman securely get by him and take that position, but I don't know for how long.
Oh, yeah, well, here comes Walker right back on the inside. and he keeps it off of him. He can't complete that pass.
And that looks like it cost him quite a bit of momentum as he's now about 2 car lengths back. We're getting a little off shape coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, and nobody's really going to lose in this. So this is just battling for that position. Looks like the race is over.
Yep, that will do it.
Cody Olson will come home first. John Batista second. Justin Chapman third. Derek Walker fourth. Roger Wagner fifth. And
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown.
So,
Yeah, last. Wow, 6th place.
it's not a normal spot for him, but I mean, it is the trophy dash, so that'll put him on the 4th row. So, or no, 3rd row. 3rd row outside, so still a very good starting spot for the feature.
All right. Coming up, B-Main coming up next here, folks. DT, what's going on? Hey, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button there, folks. We'd appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, definitely. We're getting close. 2,800, a little over 2,800. I know, Rudy, you said we get to 3,000, we'll probably put up some kind of big race. So,
Oh yeah.
every subscriber counts, and we will get that that race out to y'all, get you the information, and let you know what we're gonna do. Alright, so yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, let me I want to find out how many laps are going to be going. They usually run what, 20?
Believe so.
Yeah. So let me go find out here. Yep, 20 laps for the B main. They'll be lining up here. Just 1 second. They're going to switch us over to.
Yeah, we just into qualifying mode.
Yep.
Which
so B main coming right up.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we're actually qualifying, but we are gonna be in qualifying mode.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, DT. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing okay. Everything going all right. And enjoying the summer. Ain't much left. We only got maybe another month or two, and we're going to be another month, and we'll be heading into fall.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
some decent weather.
Yeah, here this weekend we in Texas we have the Hotter Than Hell 100, which is a huge bike ride in the U.S. and it is not living up to its name right now as it's 88 degrees and raining. So, not exactly the weather we're used to around here.
Right. All right, they're heading out. Let's see, it looks like Nate Davis is going to head them out. Michael Sheridan, Bentley Glazer, Johnny Bell, Sean Wallenfels, Brian Irby, Peterson, Danny Waller, and Ross Phillips. Looks like are the ones that are heading out here.
Even the B main here is going to be a great race. So yeah, we'll be in here plenty of time again to advertise a little bit right after this race. Well, right after, because we're going to get done pretty early here tonight, it looks like. But shortly after, we will go over to, or Rudy will anyway, over to the other race. Which race is that again?
IWCR.
So two
Gen
races
6
tonight.
Gen 6 at Las Vegas. That'll be fun.
So
This is their second race of the season. They just started their brand new season. This is season number 12 for them.
Gee, that is a lot of seasons to be out here on iRacing.
And I've been through every one of them with them. So, all right, here we go. It looks like they're lined up, ready to go green. 20 laps here looking at these guys.
Huh?
Well, thought they were going to go there. Guess not.
Yeah, I got a few stragglers in the back. They're getting it all sorted out. Yeah, they don't like them more than about a half a car to a car length off, so they make sure everyone's nice and tight bunched up.
I'll tell you, they do an absolutely amazing job with the organization of all this here, and the guys, they all listen. They're patient. They do what they're told, and that's what makes that's kind of what sets this league apart from a lot of leagues that you know, we kind of set the bar pretty high in the organization here with DSRL. That these guys do a fabulous job with all the organizing everything. All right, looks like they're going to go this time. Here we go. Nate Davis on that loud pedal. Green, green, green.
Man, tremendous start to get there. So he's definitely going to be out front for sure now.
Okay, I gotta. You see, I'm still learning this. Okay. All right. So Michael Sheridan and Ross Phillips. Now Ross goes. Oh, what the heck? That ain't him. That was Sean Wallenfeld. Sorry about that. Sean goes into second, and this is qualifying from 7th on back for the A main, folks. Michael Sheridan dive bombs right in front of Wallenfeld, takes that position back. Wallenfeld is going to swap it back with him again. He's going to go right on by on that low side.
And then I thought Ross Phillips was going to pass Bentley Glazer, but Bentley Glazer passed him right back.
And Bentley trying to keep him pinched down to that bottom, make him have to lift off that gas, and it worked. Danny Waller back here battling with Brian Irby. We've seen Brian do really well last night in the 360s. He's struggling a little bit here tonight with the 410s.
Yeah, he's definitely not on his A game here tonight, but he's going to keep fighting again. He's still going to be in the A main, so he can still.
Oh, yeah.
It could possibly get a top 5, possibly get the win. You never know what's going to happen in racing.
That's exactly right. Because caution laps do count in there. They do not count here. If these guys see something happen here in the B main, they will throw a caution. But that only if a couple of drivers get upside down or get tangled up together. But we haven't seen that yet. We've been green the whole way. Michael Sheridan catching up with Wallenfels again. These guys are about to get into another battle. Oh, Ross Phillips into the wall.
Yeah, he just bumped it pretty hard, but kept it going. He recovered from that little wall tap and just kept it moving forward.
Now, Wallenfeld's having trouble catching up to Nate Davis. Nate's out there, man, he's going on to the next track already. He's got about a 15-car lead over. That can't be it. Oh, I think they're under caution. Something happened there we missed. I didn't see anything.
Me either. They're not pulling over.
Must have been something. Jeff Peterson, maybe.
Irby. I'm not sure. Take a quick look here in the replay.
Oh, yeah. Irby.
See if we have time to go back and look. He's already on pit road at that point, so. Not sure, but probably just hit a wall or something. He was all by himself, so I don't think anybody else would have played a factor into it.
Well, Juder, they will have a fresh track for the A main. Yeah. They have a carryover for the B main because that kind of makes it equal for, you know, what the Trophy Dash had to run. But they have that carrier. But when they get to the A main, yeah, it'll be a fresh track. I don't know what percent. Let me look and see if I can see if what they show what percent here.
I think like 40% or something like that.
40. Yep. 40%. Yeah. They have upped it because when we first started, it was like 35. Now they went up to 40. All right, we're back under green.
Nate Davis again getting a great start.
No surprise there. Wallenfels, if he has anything to say about it, though, he's going to get up there with Nate Davis before this is over. Great racer right there, Wallenfels.
And Michael Sheridan's right on his bumper, or at least he was there for a second. Now Bentley Glazer's right on his back bumper, so. Got a good little battle going on for 2nd through 4th.
Wait a minute, they got bumpers on these?
Yeah, it's little, and they're usually bent and falling off, but.
Yeah, they're just some little tubing that goes around them. Yep.
It's really technically not a whole lot for bumping, but they do use it for that. It's technically intended for when you wreck, you can get towed off the track. But yeah, they use them as little mini bars. Yeah, that's
right? I didn't know that.
yeah, it's the only way you can get them because there's really no good spot to hook onto.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Because everything there has a function, and boy, if you hooked on that to tow, like onto the front somewhere, yeah, you could damage some equipment. So yeah, you're right. Wow, I never knew that. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, no, they usually do that. Sometimes they'll hook onto that back bumper, yeah, a Nerf bar, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
There are times if a car gets too torn up and that wing comes off, and both of your front and back axle are broke, they'll just chain it to the top of your car and pick you all up, the whole car up off the ground.
Oh man!
So yeah, they hook wherever they can, and sometimes.
All right, well, the A main will be coming up here in just a minute, folks. Right after this here, they'll get everything lined up, and we're ready to go to the A main.
Yeah,
and that's going to be 40 laps of insane racing.
Yeah, really, the only battle going on right now is the 91 and the 4 Bentley Glazer and the 91 of Michael Sheridan. Everyone else is pretty much spread out right now.
Yeah, that is a very good battle, and I'm really kind of surprised that Bentley Glazer hasn't gotten by Michael Sheridan, but Michael is in that race groove, and he just went way up the hill right there.
Yeah, that almost could have cost him.
Yeah, definitely. If Bentley would have been a little bit more on the gas right there, he could have probably took advantage of that. But as it worked out, Michael will hold him off.
He definitely got lucky.
Now back here, Ross Phillips and Danny Waller in a good battle too. That's for 5th and 6th.
Yeah, that one just kind of sprung out of nowhere too. They weren't too close until the last couple of laps here.
Waller trying to get by Ross Phillips. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. I don't know how many laps he got left, but it can't be very many. That's why I wish we had a lap counter.
Yeah, that is the one downside to running it this way. We don't know what lap they're on. It's extremely hard to keep track of everybody's lap as we're trying to follow all the battles going on. But it will be fixed eventually. Heats and mains will be coming to iRacing. Hopefully within this year. So once that happens, this will be a lot smoother. We'll know who's really in what position, and it will advance as accordingly to mains and heats. And I predict it'll be a lot smoother racing, and especially a lot smoother broadcasting.
Yeah, that's going to be the ticket. It's going to be better for us. Maybe a little different for them guys. They're used to doing it this way. And, you know, I don't know if they may try it, and they may not like it. They may switch back to doing it this way. You never know.
Yeah, this is all new. So, I mean, these guys are pros out here, but it's really all new. We haven't had it very long compared to iRacing, because I think this race might be wrapping up.
Yep, that's it right there. Nate Davis barely held off Sean Wallenfels. Sean was closing there in them last couple of laps. So, all right, so Nate Davis wins. Sean Wallenfels second. Michael Sheridan third. Bentley Glazer fourth. Ross Phillips fifth. Danny Waller sixth. And Johnny Bell seventh. And Brian Irby eighth. Jeff Peterson ninth. Yep, 9 of them. I thought there were supposed to be 10 or 11. I guess not. No, just 9 of them.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we may see them, because next is the A main, and we will advance to the next session for that. But they won't have a warm-up in there because of we are in the qualifying session right now, technically. So they may give these drivers a minute or two, or a couple minutes, while they get the lineup set to go out here and just run some laps. So we will see about that. But before we do that, we will take a short break here and get our national anthem out of the way. So hang tight with us, folks, and we will be right back.
we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, folks, we are back. We're just moments away from the A main here. Just waiting on them to get that official lineup sent. And as soon as they start rolling out, we will go through the driver's list. We'll go through what technically is the starting grid, although that is not how they are actually going to start. But for tonight's purposes, it will be your starting drivers. So, again, once they get that set up, we will get that information to you as soon as possible. All right, folks, we are back here as they are gridding, getting this thing ready. Everybody will be in the race except for Craig Levan and Stephen Hall, who are no longer in the server. That being said, again, we'll go over this. This is your starting drivers, not necessarily in this order, as they will be rearranging after they actually take the green flag from iRacing. But it's going to be Nate Davis, Michael Sheridan, Sean Wallenfels Jr., Bentley Glazer, Danny Waller Jr., Ross Phillips, Brian Irby and Johnny Bell, Jeff Peterson, Derek Walker, John Batista and Justin Chapman, Roger Wagner and Zach Rounds, Cody Olson, and again Stephen Hall is not here, along with Craig Levan is not going to be here. So that is your starting grid. Not in that order, but that is your starting drivers. So we got about one more lap till we take the green, and then say that they take the green from iRacing, and then they will be under race control for the last time as they get in the order, and then race control will give them the green flag, and from then on it is back into iRacing's control, and it will be for the remainder of the 40 laps here tonight.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be a great race. We got about one corner here. Pace truck should dive in. Again, we're not going to see them take off. Again, that is, they get 3 laps here to get them all into the order they need to be. So they got to do this quick. And you can't stop on the track because we don't want to bring out a caution. So they've got to be very quick and smooth at what they do. There we go. I knew Cody Olson would be up there at the front, as he is claiming his spot in first place now. And those first 3 rows, that is just a powerhouse of drivers. Even right behind them, Wallenfels and Davis. Still, even back there, we got a lot of heavy hitters. So, any predictions how you think who's going to come out on top here tonight, Rudy?
Oh boy, I hate to even predict this because this is they're all so good out here. It can be just unpredictable at times. Cody Olson has been running extremely good. John Batista has come alive tonight. Derek Walker sitting there in 4th place on this start. That could be a threat. It's just Justin Chapman, he's newcomer to the league here just for the last couple of weeks. He's been running really good. So, man, I hate to even make a call on it. Zach Rounds, it's just one of them things that you just, man, it's just a guessing game between these guys. It's all if they can keep it off of the wall and just how strong they can be. But they're going green this time.
And we were talking about real fast while we have this last turns here. Those 2 with the VR that have virtual reality going on, the 28 and the 57 in the top 6 there. So both of them made it. So we'll keep eye, see how they do here with those virtual reality going on.
All right, looks like here they go. Green, green, green.
Good start for Cody, but still everyone back there's having a pretty good start too.
Oh yeah, Justin Chapman all over John Batista.
They're putting it on right there. Nobody's giving an inch, but they're all racing clean back in the back because they're almost 2 and 3 wide all the way through this field.
Yes, sir. Derek Walker sitting in 4th. Roger Wagner right behind him, and he's got Zach Rounds. Man, Zach Rounds is one that I would keep an eye on because he's been doing so well. Now, John Batista being our points leader. Oh boy, Zach Rounds just lost a position right there to Sean Wallenfels, which is no surprise because Wallenfels, he has definitely improved in the last couple of weeks, and man, he has shown his way here. I don't think we've seen the last of him. He's taking it in here on Roger Wagner right now, and he does the crossover. Roger does the crossover, and it comes right back on Wallenfels. Derek Walker now to the inside. Well, he was to the inside of Justin Chapman. Boy, that could be difficult to get by him. I think the passing's going to wind up to be on the high side if it can be done. But you got to give each other room up there. Right now, they're all single file. It's early right now. But as the laps wind down, these guys got to think about track condition. Roger just made a contact there. Him and Zach Rounds are racing so hard around each other, and Bentley Glazer involved in that battle. Nate Davis sitting behind these guys, watching it all transpire. And Zach Rounds, oh, we got one in the air. Bentley Glazer upside down.
We caught a peek of that, but we'll take a look and see what happened. I'm not sure what happened to him, if he got tagged or just tagged somebody or got the wall or what, but he went for a violent ride upside down. Oh, he got loose and got into Nate Davis. And then the 33 of Brian Irby didn't know where to go, weaving and bobbing all over the place. Ended up kind of net coding through him there, but that was a violent hit for him. It's a wonder that car is still running.
Yeah, Michael Sheridan got a little piece of that, and so did Brian Irby. They kind of ghosted through him, so it could have been a little bit of blinking involved in that too. And I don't know how much that could have played into the whole thing that took place right there. Well, he's going to come to pit road and get a fresh car, so he'll be back out there on the track. But in the meantime, Cody Olson has led all the laps so far.
Yeah, we've only had that. Again, that's our first caution for 2 laps here. Still have 32 laps to go with only 1 lead change. But Cody managed to get back in. Actually, that 1 lap led by John Batista was the unofficial one. So technically Cody has led all the laps here. But we didn't even get to see what happened. But also noticed Danny Waller Jr. Went into the pits. It didn't bring out a caution or anything, so not sure what happened there, but he is no longer in this race with us.
Oh, no.
So again,
oh, no.
I'm not sure what happened. He went on there, he was on pit road for about 1 minute and 3 seconds, and then was out of the race after that, so not sure what happened.
Yeah, and he actually left TeamSpeak too, so he just completely out of the session. Well, they're going to restart single file here, folks, as they... get ready to go back green. Pace truck will be diving onto pit road because the lights are out. And we're going to be back under green here in just a second.
And our leader, Cody Olson, will take them to the green in just about half a turn here.
All right, pace truck's in.
Oh, John Batista.
Oh, wow, Batista.
He lost a ton of spots. Back to 12th now because he popped a wheelie off the start. That is not good.
Good news for Derek Walker, though. He just jumped into second, but he's got one of the toughest competitors that he's got out there, Zach Rounds, right beside him, trying to get that position. Derek Walker slides it up in front of him. He's got to keep that momentum up.
Those two, like I said, the level of competition here is amazing. You don't want to say they lucked into getting second, but Batista's a great driver, so for him to pop a wheelie and make that mistake, you kind of was a lucky move for them. Unlucky for him as the caution comes out again. Going to involve Bentley Glazer and Jeff Peterson, who is over the wall into the infield.
Good Lord. That was horrible.
Take a look and see what happened. Not sure who might have started it, but neither one of them having a very good end on it. Oh, the 147 just came down onto the 4, and I think he got the worst end. Is Jeff Peterson literally flipping over that wall into the infield. So he just came down onto Bentley Glazer there. So
well, they'll get it sorted out here. They got probably about one more lap under caution here. We'll be back under green. Again, Cody Olson, Derek Walker, Zach Rounds, Roger Wagner, and Justin Chapman, your top 5. And man, I'll tell you what, those guys are really, really, they're pushing them cars beyond the limits. I think sometimes we're seeing a lot of side-by-side racing, and a lot of trying to, try to do the slide job in front of each other. They're swapping places. They're doing everything they can to pick up that one extra position. John Batista, our points leader coming into tonight, is clear back in 11th place.
yeah, he did gain one spot after those two wrecking, but yeah, that wheelie he popped right there at the start cost him big time. Unfortunately, that is a product of these. They have so much horsepower that if you don't get in the gas just right, that is what happens. And that right there is the consequences of that happening, is you lose a ton of spots.
Well, he's got a semi-comfortable lead. Got a 25-point lead over second place Sean Wallenfels. Wallenfels is sitting in 7th, so it really wouldn't be a big gain from Wallenfels to John Batista, but that also tightens up the rest of the field too. Zach Round sitting in 3rd, only 27 points back. So, that there's a lot can change right here coming up. But they're coming to lap 20 here. And here we go, back to green. Boy, what a start. Oh, Derek Walker almost making contact with Cody Olson.
And he got a little out of shape when he tried not to hit him. I thought Zach Rounds was going to get by him there, but he just couldn't complete the pass.
And Roger Wagner, 4th place. He's trying his darndest to stay ahead of Justin Chapman. And we have another caution. Is that? No.
No.
Why did this not switch?
Yeah, it did that for me. The flag didn't switch, so I had to switch it manually. But yeah, that happened on our end too. Sorry about that, guy, folks. But apparently a little hiccup in the system there. It didn't change the flag for us.
Okay. I thought there was a caution out. I was like, well, they're not slowing down.
Yeah, that's why I thought that too, and then I realized it just didn't switch for us. So again, computers and electronics, not much we can do on that end, but it does happen. Is right to say that Ross Phillips popping the wheel. He may have touched the wall there, didn't see. Looked away for a split second. Oh, he is all out of shape.
Oh, Batista, contact. Oh, I don't know if that, no caution.
No caution.
Before, I'll tell you, he was beating and banging there on Michael Sheridan and Brian Irby, but he did clear both of them. Sheridan, boy, he come out on the bad end of that one.
Yeah, he definitely got the worst end.
Yep.
Oh, it's now him and
Bentley. Wow. Oh, that car is broken. Something has happened to Michael Sheridan's car. He's going to go back to the back. Wow. Cody Olson still leading.
And Zach Rounds up to 2nd now. Got around Derek Walker.
Yeah, well, we were watching all that in the back right there. He did manage to get around Derek Walker. If Derek's got anything to say about it, he'll try to get that position back. But boy, that car is really out of shape. He's pushing that car so hard.
Yeah, all these guys are pushing so hard right now. They want to get in that top 3, especially get the win. But Cody Olson, man, he is definitely putting on a clinic right now. But Zach Rounds may have something for him in the next lap. We still have quite a few laps to go. We haven't even hit the 30-lap mark.
Yep, Roger Wagner now could be in trouble. Justin Chapman trying to do the slide job on him, but he's close, but no cigar. And there he goes to the bottom. Justin's been really strong on that bottom.
Oh!
And Roger gets into the wall. Contact between him and Justin Chapman.
Oh, caution is out.
Caution is out.
Oh, John Batista flipping, it looked like he was bouncing as we got back to him. Look like Michael Sheridan may have been involved in that too, as he's off the pace, but we'll take a look and see what happened. I see him by himself, so I don't see if anybody had anything to do with that. Oh, nope, he just hit the wall and flipped himself, catching the fence and then rolling it, bouncing it end over end. That was a violent fin. It looked like he caught on the top of the fence.
Oh my, I guess so. Wow. That was super violent for our points leader.
Yeah, somehow it didn't tear too much of it, doesn't look like, but we know either way he's got some damage, so he's probably, yep, he's going to pit there and get that fixed.
I don't blame him, man. There's no sense in driving a damaged car out there. Looks like Ross Phillips has taken his car behind the wall.
Yeah, Ross Phillips is out of the race. Jeff Peterson's been on pit road for about 6.5 minutes. Michael Sheridan's on pit road. John Batista was back out on the track now, and Bentley Glazer has been on pit road. So only 9 of the 15 cars here that started this race have not been to pit road yet. So mainly the guys up front, as the ones in the back have been taking a beating and flipping and have had to go to the pits to get those repairs done. And watching chat over here.
Oh my gosh.
Medlock posting in there for us.
Wow. Well, yeah, you definitely, you and the family are in our thoughts and prayers, Josh. Josh, part of the MaxSpeedTV family here, man. You are in our thoughts and prayers. Hopefully everything is okay. Bright lights are out on the pace truck. We are going back green this time.
Again, Cody Olsen leading every lap, 30 laps so far. So, as we're on lap 31 here, only other lap led was Batista.
This could be his night.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure he'd like to see it.
Oh yeah, we'd like to see it too, you know. But here we go. Truck in, and there he goes. Boy, he hit that loud pedal quick.
Whoa.
Oh, we got a pile up back there.
Roger Wagner involved in that. So far, no caution.
Zach Brown still holding on to second. Derek Walker third. Yeah, Roger is going to go all the way back to 11. He's on pit road.
Yeah, he just had to get towed. A lot of heavy damage to that car. He looks like he is going to be out of the race. Yep, he is off out of the race now.
Well, 10 of them out here on the lead lap. And Jeff Peterson never did return.
Oh, we have 9 to go. The battle right now, the biggest one for points and for bragging rights is Zach Rounds and Cody Olsen. Those two are good friends and know each other very well, so you know they're going to race each other clean, but both of them definitely want to get that win.
Yes, sir, and I'll tell you, Cody is driving the wheels off of that thing right now. He knows Zach Rounds is fast. Those two, oh man, this is going to be a heck of a finish here. He is right on his tail. If he couldn't get any closer, could he?
No, he couldn't. What's funny is when you look at these two, you have Cody, who's had a little bit of a bad or good run of bad luck, and right behind him with Zach Rounds is the guy they've deemed Polka Dot Man, because if we were to have little stickers on the car, he would have covered pretty much with polka dots, as he's won so many races. And it looks like now Cody Olsen's going to pass him right back, though. For how long, though?
Man, I'll tell you, well, the more they get the battling, though, the closer Derek Walker will close that gap. Derek's in his own battle back here right now with Justin Chapman.
Yeah, so we've got a battle for first and second and a battle for third and fourth.
Oh, contact between them, Zach Rounds. up into the fence.
That cost him, what, 3 spots back to 4th now.
Wow. And he's dealing probably with some damage on that car right now. But Derek Walker goes into 2nd now as Cody Olsen starts pulling away.
That's going to be curious. Good.
You kind of wonder how much damage Cody's got.
That's what I was thinking. Did he sustain any major damage that could cost? And it doesn't look like it. Plus, we only have 3 laps to go.
Yeah, obviously not, because he's going to hold off Derek Walker. But man, Zach Rounds is going to go.
Oh, caution!
Oh wow, this is going to end under caution.
Yeah, after all that, Bentley Glazer involved in that. Take a look at the replay real fast. Not sure who. I know it looked like Zach Rounds just was pulling it off the track. He wasn't technically the reason for the caution. Oh, Bentley Glazer slid up into John Batista and collected Nate Davis, and then Zach Rounds actually tagged just the back of John Batista there as well. So that is unfortunate for Bentley Glazer. He had a good run going earlier.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to get out of here, okay?
All right, we will see you in chat for the next race. All right, folks. Well, again, only one more lap here under caution, and we will call Cody Olsen your unofficial winner. Obviously, they still have to get everything sorted out officially from the race control. But after this race is complete, don't go anywhere, folks, because we will be right back with your top 3 interviews. Alright, folks, hang tight, as we'll be right back, as we got a couple of cars celebrating over there upside down. But again, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with our top 3 interviews here tonight. Alright, folks, we are back again with our top G drivers here, starting with 3rd place, Justin Chapman. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
First off, great run. You're always fast out there, so we always want to find out as far as tracks go. This one was kind of a iffy if we were going to run it earlier today, as we couldn't find it. There was an issue with it. We had a lot of people saying it was their favorite track, that they didn't want to miss it. So as far as tracks go, is this one of your favorites, not so favorites, or how do you feel about it?
You know, it is one of my favorites. I used to actually hate this track, but I think they had an update to it, and the cushion on this track is just amazing. I wish the bottom would have came in there a little bit, but yeah, it was fun running right up against the wall.
Well, that being our next question, which line came in? If you would have preferred another one, but obviously the bottom did not come in. As far as caution goes, did they play in your favor, you think? Or you think even without the cautions you might have caught up to Cody or Derek and got into 2nd or 3rd?
No, I think I finished about. That's where I started. So they were running the same lines I was running. So unless I tried something risky, this is where I was going to finish. So I'm quite happy with that.
Well, that being said, also we'll give you a shout out. You got your new photo in the stream here tonight, so you had something to run for to get up there in those top 3. So it'll be on there on the stream here tonight. But do you have any sponsors? Anybody you want to give a shout out to for your 3rd place finish?
Yeah, HRA Motorsports, MaxSpeedTV. See, I got Dutch Bros on the car, my employer, U.S. Air Force, and I just want to publicly apologize to Roger for getting into him there on lap 32, I think. It looked like he got loose, and I couldn't get on the brakes in time. So I thank Roger for putting on this show.
All right. Well, moving on to 2nd place, Derek Walker, you get a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
So, obviously, great run as always. You started out good today. Like I said, we put up that little $5 to win race for you, and you took that $5 home. So, did you think that give you a little momentum? You were a little stoked. Already won you some money, so time to go try to take a top 3 or win here tonight.
First of all, I just gotta apologize to Chapman. I got into him earlier in the race. I'm not sure how far it made him fall back, but I felt terrible about it. I always try to drive these guys as clean as possible, and just wanted to apologize to him for it. But yeah, I mean, the racing was crazy. I mean, there weren't very many grooves on the bottom. It was pretty much all high side, and if you tried something on the bottom, it was risky. But I think it was about the only way you were going to get around anybody tonight.
I kind of forgot what I was going to ask, but oh yeah, sorry about that. We know you're fast. Everybody knows you're fast. All 3 of you are fast in here, really, along with a few other drivers. But as far as Batista being up there in the front, did you think you would have got by him had he not popped a wheelie? We watched him pop a wheelie on that restart and lost like 9 spots on that. So you think you kind of lucked into that, or you think you might have given him a run for his money later?
Oh, I definitely lucked into it right there, but I think I was going to push him as hard as I do anybody else, if not harder, because he is a teammate and we race each other pretty much every day. So I would have given him all I had, but he's such a fast racer, he would have probably been able to hold me off. But those starts, they were getting everybody tonight. They almost got me a couple times, and they got John, I think Roger, and a couple other people. It just that timing, it depended on where you were in the line when you restarted and where you were in the turn. If you were in that real slick spot, it was just really hard to get going. So yeah, I think I lucked out there for sure, but I definitely would have given him a run for his money at the end.
All right, well, we always know you got a few sponsors out there, shout outs you want to do. So who are those be for you tonight for that 2nd place finish?
Yeah, first of all, just shout out to Roger for putting on the league, DSRL, and then Nathan Davis and I doing this Dirty Dozen series. It's been cool to work with him on this, and shout out to my team at Wide Open Racing, Nathan and John Batista. Congrats to Cody on the win, and that was some hard luck for Zach, but he was fast up there and ready to win too. So hard luck award goes to him, I think, but. Yeah, just a shout out to you guys, MaxSpeedTV, and all my viewers at Twitch. They always support me every week.
All right, well, moving on, we will move to the man of the hour. You're a race winner here tonight. Cody Olson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
First off, looks like you might have shrugged off that little bit, I wouldn't call it bad luck, but just a few bad runs there for a while. Just getting caught up in other people's stuff. So with that being said, how does it feel to be back in victory lane?
Actually, this is my first victory here at DSRL. It feels pretty good. I had a good finish Thursday night. Raced pretty well. I don't think tonight's finish probably would be the case had I not got into Zach there. I apologize to him. That was real rough on my part. Car started running real light on fuel, got super tight, and I just so happened to get in the slick, couldn't get out, and I went into him, tried letting out to get him away from the wall and turn off the wall, and it just couldn't happen.
Yeah, that was what we were about to ask you. We were wondering, we saw him lose a few spots there, and we weren't real sure what happened, if y'all had gotten together or if he just tagged the wall or something. But that being said, I guess with those few cautions we did have, If you thought he had something for you, you were probably a little knowing you had to get that perfect restart, or he possibly could get by you. So, as far as those go, we know he's fast, but coming into the night, did you think you had a chance for the win, or were you just trying to get a good finish?
No, I was just coming out here just to try and get a finish, get some season points here in my pocket. But I didn't think I was going to come out tonight and run this well. Like I said before, I apologize, Zach. That was completely my fault coming into him. I think tonight's finish would be a little different had that not happened. But I mean, it feels good to be here in victory lane. Feels good.
All right, well, we know you
It's
got
not really the way I want it to be.
Yeah, that stuff happens. I'm sure he won't be too upset with you. But we know you got some sponsors, some people you want to give a shout out to. So who will those be for your victory here tonight?
I want to give a big shout out back over at MA Wraps. He does a good job. He even helps me with our late model league. Big shout out to him. Sorry about your luck tonight, buddy. I'm sorry that happened. Team RPM, Roger. Thanks to him, Davis, Walker, anybody that shows up here tonight and helps us put this on. Like, big shout out to you guys, you Charles for doing this, Rudy, MaxSpeedTV, HRE, everybody that's pretty much involved in this makes this thing go. Big shout out to them. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that's got their hand in this. It's really good to have this thing going the way it is.
All right, folks. Again, that is your top three drivers, Cody Olson, Derek Walker, and Justin Chapman. Going a little bit further down to fourth place is Wallen Fells and John Batista taking up fifth place. Sixth place through 10th is going to be Brian Irby, Johnny Bell, Bentley Glazer, Zach Rounds, and Nate Davis. 11th on is Roger Wagner, Michael Sheridan, Ross Phillips, Jeff Peterson, and Danny Waller Jr. are going to be your top 15 drivers. How they finished. Not making the race here tonight is Craig Levan and Stephen Hall, so shout out to them. They did show up, just did not make it. But on behalf of Max Speed TV and the Dirty Dozen series, we will see you again next Friday night.